Welcome. This video explains how to get up and running with Pix's Workflow single user version. After installing and launching the application, you will be presented with the above screen. Begin by entering your name, first name, last name, and clicking the Save button as shown. Switch to the Privileges tab. Ensure you have the Privilege Super selected. Then enter a username and password. It is very important to record or remember this username and password as it cannot be reset with this version. However, we will add a reset option in a future update. So now that we have a username and password, we enter those into the login window as shown and click the login button or press the enter key. Now that you are logged in, select the paper option from the preferences menu and then we will add our first printing press. Here you can enter a name, choose the press type, this will be either digital or lithographic, enter a setup time, the average number of sheets per hour and the make ready sheets. This will be the average number of sheets required to set up and align the job. Note that for ease of use, only A size sheets will be used. Even if you print onto an SR83 sheet, ensure to select A3 here. Enter all costs, including click costs here at cost price. Your margin will be added later. When all information is entered, click the Add Press button to add your printing press. We will now switch back to the Preferences menu and add some paper stock. Always enter paper based on the purchase size, price and sheet quantity. After double checking the data entered, click the Add Stock button as shown. After entering several stock types, we will now switch to the finishing view. I will begin by entering a guillotine. Under the max 80 gram sheets, enter the maximum number of 80 gram sheets you can cut in one go. Depending on the guillotine size, you may be able to cut a complete ream of the 500 sheets, or if you have a smaller guillotine, perhaps half of that or a little more. It's important to get an accurate figure for cuts per hour. I am assuming 3 per minute, but for your guillotine, this may be a much higher value. When all data is entered, click the Save Finishing option as shown. You might also require some extra print items such as plastic combs or binding wires. Enter those as a print quote extra. Always use the cost price. When information is complete, click the Save button as shown. Print states enable users to keep track of jobs. We will enter those next. Note that the description here will appear as a menu item, so keep it short and to the point. The display name will appear on the top of a column in the relevant table. Keep this to 2 characters if possible. The arrangement of the states on the top of the table is controlled by the position value. Here you can see we are entering designed as position 1, proofed as position 2, and so on. We can change these at any time. Ignore the state colors underneath as these are not used in this version. After entering necessary states, I will switch to the packaging section. Here we simply enter a name and a cost for that item, in this case an A4 box. We also enter or select the number of sheets at 80 gram weight that will fit into that box. Next, I will enter a courier item. Again, enter a meaningful name and a cost. A margin is not added to courier costs, so if you wish to add a margin, enter the cost inclusive of that margin. I will cover email settings in a later video. For now, we will enter customer categories. Categories will enable you to target customers based on their purchases or their category. For example, you might target all customers who purchase signs, for example, or all customers who purchase Christmas cards, etc. Next, we will enter payment types or methods. These can be assigned to new customers as they are added as their default payment choice, but can be changed at any time. Next, I will switch to the Admin and Business Settings view. This is where we enter our business details. It is important to double check spelling and all details here, as this is used to create a default set of PDF documents. However, if you do enter data in error, it can still be edited later. Remember to enter an accurate hourly charge and markup for your business. When data has been double checked, click the Save Business Information button as shown. Finally, enter VAT rates if relevant. If you do not charge VAT, enter 0 as a single VAT rate. So you now have all relevant information entered. The next step is to go ahead and add some customers and create some print estimates. I will cover the sign preferences in a later video. Note that if you would like to try the multi-user version, we will set this up for you. Contact us at the details to follow. So in this video I've explained how to get started using the single user version of Pix's workflow. For more information, check out the workflow section of explorepixes.com. Thank you.